So if it, okay.
And then, you know, shake it a little bit.
What are you gonna do? Take. Just go. But let me see. Do that look like I'm playing?
I just wanna touch you, teach you.
Got this right here from the gas station.
By now, you've probably seen this brother all over your timeline, talking about how tender that meat is, making everybody in the comments say, "I need that plate, Unc." A lot of us thought, finally, a Black-owned barbecue spot we can support. Then the video started dropping. It's not Black-owned. He doesn't own it. He's just another Black face.
Welcome to the channel, WhatsHebrewing. Today's unofficial sponsor is Racism in Real Time, because we're gonna prove that racism isn't back in the day, it's happening in real time. Today, I'm talking about what I call modern day blackfacing. It's not the paint on the skin, it's the black faces in front of the store. See, the wealth and the ownership, it's somewhere else. And this tenderism story isn't new at all.
From the beginning in this country, white power has been about extracting value from Black people. First, it was our bodies, enslaved on plantations, building wealth we never owned, our labor as the backbone of the economy. After slavery, it wasn't like they suddenly said, "Okay, y'all go build your own." No, it just shape-shifted into sharecropping, cheap labor, and eventually entertainment. Black pain and Black joy sold as a show.
Every era has a new way to do the same old thing. Using our presence to move the machine, but the control and the profits is always somewhere else.
So when we finally started showing up on TV, the pattern didn't stop. It evolved. Black faces started showing up, but not as owners, as sellers. You had people like Billy D. Williams, Bill Cosby, and others, smooth, trusted, loved in our community, selling everything from liquor to big food brands that we didn't own, didn't control, and didn't build generational wealth from.
I'm not calling these brothers demons. What I'm saying is there is a system set up that's trying to prevent so-called Black people from coming together. I wonder why. The scripture has prophesied.
Psalm 83, 1-4. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
That the enemies of Israel will come together and make a confederacy to cut them off from being a nation. See, it's not like Israel or Black people hasn't tried to come together. Every time they've tried, they've always been shut down.
But here's the flip side. When Black people did build real ownership, the response wasn't "congrats," it was fear. Black Wall Street in Tulsa wasn't just a cute nickname. It was Black money circulating in a Black community. Banks, businesses, theaters, doctors, hotels. And what happened? Lies, envy, terror. White mobs burned it to the ground with help from police and silence from the government, because the idea of black folks owning their economic power was too much for a racist system to tolerate.
So don't let anybody tell you that black people didn't build their own. We did. But how did the racist system respond? With violence, death, and destruction. They will say, black people, get it together. You need to pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, as they burn our boots.
Fast forward to today, and you see whole strips in black neighborhoods where the hair stores, the nail shops, the liquor stores, the corner stores are owned by people who don't live there and often don't even like us. This is not about hating any one ethnic group. This is about a system that makes it easier for other groups to get capital, credit, and permission to set up shop where we live, while we get redlined, denied, and over-policed.
Now, you can't make this up. The Asian sister said that the government and the banks helped them start businesses in our neighborhood.
Yes, this is really important. Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods because white people didn't want Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in black communities, even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutually beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community, and by being a member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community. This is an ideal situation, and that is not what happens with Asian American businesses operating in black communities.
Now, whether or not all the details she gave us are right, because somebody gonna say, nah, that's not true, that's not true. The truth is, look at any black neighborhood. Any black neighborhood. We don't own jack. People come into our neighborhoods and it becomes a market where everybody else eats but us. Yep, the racist system, burnt up our boots. And then they put other nations in our neighborhood to take the scraps. Pull yourself up by your own boot scraps. That's what they say, but they got a brother out there barefooted and damn near naked. So when we see a black face in front of the restaurant, a brand, or a community project, our hearts go out. We want to believe it's black owned, but we really have to slow down, check reality, and realize, is it black owned or just black fronted?
Let's take this tenderism concept to the billionaire level. Remember when Jay-Z was all over the promotion for the Brooklyn Nets and Barclays Center? From the Carter to the Barclays. It felt like a hood victory. Black folks were proud, like, Brooklyn got a team and Jay owns it. Later, reports came out that his stake in the team was tiny, a fraction of a percent, while the real owners and developers were billionaires who used his face and story to sell a project that pushed many black residents out and brought gentrification in. Or look at Diddy and the liquor game. For years, a lot of us thought he owned Ciroc and De Leon. He was the face, the lifestyle, the one telling us this is the black turn-up drink. But behind the scenes, the real ownership and power belonged to Diageo, a huge multinational liquor company. He even sued them, saying they treated his brands as second class, as urban, as black brands, and under-promoted them compared to others. They eventually settled, the partnership ended, and Diageo walked away with full ownership of those brands.
Now that's tenderism at the skybox level. Our story, our trust, but it don't belong to us. You just sell it to us. Now that truth, woo, that just slid right off the bone, didn't it? Because we want to believe in the lie. We really want to hold on to it, hold on to that lie. Jay-Z wouldn't do that to us. Once again, our faces, our paper, our community being targeted just as a market to take our wealth outward and upward to someone else. Stop believing in people like take that Diddy. They're celebrities. And their goal is to get rich off of Black excellence, acting like they own it. And we fall for it every time. I'm not saying don't promote a brother or a sister doing their thing, but stop believing the hype that we own these things. It's a market to get our wealth out of our community. That's all it is. Damn. Diddy, you trying to take me from my paper.
So when we circle back to tendernism, I'm not here to drag this brother. He found a gimmick, he's charismatic, he helped put a spot on the map. Get your check, brother. The question is bigger than him. Why do we mostly see our faces when it's time to sell, but not when it's time to sign the deed?
Why does our culture, our Black faces keep showing up in the commercials, but our names are not on the deed? We don't own the brand. See, we need to stop thinking that representation means Black ownership. And I'm not saying that we can't support businesses that's not 100% Black owned, or brothers and sisters who are putting in work on brands or marketing to us. What I'm saying is we gotta stop believing just because a Black face is on it, that somehow we own it. We're living in a very complex world where we have to understand that if money is not coming back to our community, then it's not Black owned. From slavery to celebrities selling white brands to Black Wall Street being burnt down. Or how about foreigners owning shops in Black neighborhoods? To Jay-Z, to Diddy, to now this tenderism. It's the same recipe. Black faces, white ownerships, and Black wealth going to others. Now this truth that I'm speaking, it is so tenderism. It's so tender that the lies of history keep sliding off the pages. Do you feel me? Can you taste it? Because if you can, please do me a favor. Put in the comments a true Black-owned business. Let us know the name, the city, and the location. And if you like this video, you're definitely gonna like this video. So go ahead and click on it.